Hey my beautiful people, happy Glamidays. It's day one. So today we are going to do these glitter Bantu knots because they are giving Wakanda Forever meets the holidays. And let's go ahead and jump into the video. So the first thing you're going to need is like a bowl. I'm going to use my coloring bowl because I got it. Pick up you some glitter, whatever colors you want. That's up to you. And you're gonna need some gel. I'm using this big, huge container of Eco Styling gel that I already own. Mostly because it also has a little shimmer shine to it, which I thought would go good with the rest of this glitter. I'm going to be using a brown brush. Y'all know those are Black Girl Magic. And a coloring brush. Yeah, a hair coloring brush. And I'm also going to be using some mousse, some rubber bands. I'm gonna show you how to do the rubber bands if y'all can't like twist real good. So I'm just putting some of that gel in the bowl, putting some of that glitter in the bowl, and mixing this. Make sure that when you're washing this out, you don't wash it out directly in the sink. Like maybe rinse it out like over a bucket or something, because you don't want that glitter going down the sink. Unless you get biodegradable glitter, don't rinse it down the sink. So the thing about Bantu knots that I love is it doesn't matter how you part it. It doesn't. So I'm not even really gonna show y'all too much detail of how I'm parting it, but I'm making in the front 5 different Bantu knots, and I'm using like a sort of triangle, not completely fully a triangle, but close enough to a triangle sections, because I wanted 5 across the front. So I'm not really showing y'all that, but keep this in mind. If you're not going to put the glitter in there and you're going to take these Bantu knots down and wear them in that wavy, curly style, the smaller the sections, especially depending on your hair type, texture, and thickness, the more curly, coily, wavy they will be. The larger the sections, the more loose they will be. So keep that in mind if you're planning on just doing Bantu knots and not doing the glitter, or maybe you want to do the glitter and just take them down, who knows. But like, if you're gonna do these Bantu knots to take down and wear as a style, keep that in mind when making these parts and these sections. But I want to do the whole complete like gelled up style, so I'm just making this first little semi triangle at the top, and then going across the sides. I'm taking the mousse. I was going to use that little cheap Dollar Tree mousse, but it wouldn't even come out of the container. I have never used that mousse. So I'm like, it's already broken, it's not working, but whatever, y'all know it is what it is at this point, because I bought that like maybe a year ago, so I can't take it back. So I'm using this mousse, and I'm just like putting it throughout the section to help me twist. Now this mousse was very tacky, which is going to come out in handy, but it was making it hard for me to twist the way I need to twist. So watch my hands. Y'all see I'm twisting. Eventually, as you twist, the hair is going to start to ravel around itself. You don't have to force it. It will do it itself. And as it does it, just let it happen and hold the section. So y'all see it's moving around the section. I'm holding it as I twist the other hair. The other hair will be placed under. You don't have to force it. I promise it will go under. And you're just going to keep twisting until you get to the end. Now, because this mousse was tacky already, my hair just stuck together. Now, if you're using a different product that's maybe not too tacky and all that stuff, and you're like, oh, this is going to come unraveled, this is going to come undone, you can use scrunchies, you can use pins, you can use rubber bands. I know everybody's not a big fan of rubber bands. I'm not either. But for my mannequin, I'm going to use them because they're cheap. And I don't have to buy a whole bunch every time I'm doing a style. So in the back, I'm using a crisscross like sectioning thing. There's going to be one at the top, one at the bottom, one on each side. And I'm going to show you guys how to use the rubber bands for, like, if you're the person that just feels like you're not going to be able to grip your hair where it's going to be tight enough. Use a rubber band, use scrunchie, hair ties, whatever you call them, whatever you like to use when you're like putting ponytails on your head to keep it in place. Also, if you're like, I don't like rubber bands, but I kind of need this, use the rubber band to hold it in place, twist it around, and once you twist it around and it's tight, pop the rubber band and remove it. But like, honestly, I probably would just find those mini scrunchies if you are not a rubber band kind of girly, or soak your rubber bands in oil before you put them on your hair. Depending on how long you're wearing this, it shouldn't cause too much damage if you aren't wearing them for a long period of time. Also, with any hairstyle, you want to make sure the tension is a good amount, not too much, not too little when doing stuff like this, because you do not want to break your hair off. So here's the best part, the glitter. So I'm just taking and trying to like put the glitter around it at the bottom, because that was my original plan, but I did get some of the glitter on the bun. So I was like, on these two buns over here, I'm gonna put them all over just to see, so y'all can see like if y'all want to do glitter all over the entire Bantu knot or just around the pieces that are not in the knot. So this is the one where I kind of messed up, and I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna put it all over just to see how that comes out and how that looks once it's dry. So I did that one and the one next to it with a bunch of glitter, and just using the end of my coloring brush to kind of smooth that gel out, because y'all know if it's a lot of gel on there, it's gonna look clunky when it dries. So you want it to be as smooth as possible so it's not clunky, also so it doesn't take that long to dry. Oh, that's so cute. I should have did it all over all of them, but I was like, I don't know how this is gonna look out. I don't know if I'm gonna regret it when I get done, so I'm just gonna try it on those two, see if I like it, and then I'm gonna try to do regular with the rest of them. So yeah, that's just me putting it on. You want to make sure you spread it out. That's why I'm using the end of it to spread out that gel so it's not so clunky in those parts. And I was just, yeah, I'm so in love. Now I want to do this with blue gel, because y'all know blue is one of my favorite colors. And blue also gives me Christmas time vibes. It gives me like Starry Nights. I don't know. I just love blue for Christmas time also. So this is just me cleaning up the gel from around before it dries. I left it to dry overnight, but it wasn't as dry, so I put it under the dryer, and I was just like, this is so cute. So this is me cleaning up before I went to sleep, and this is how it looked after I put it on the dryer. Look how pretty! Y'all should really try this, and when y'all do, tag me in the pictures because I want to see it. Okay, until next time, which is tomorrow, peace out, much love, and I will see you guys very, very soon.